If you build it, they will come. Well, that is unless they get lost and need directions along the way and can't really find you and they don't know where to go and there's no gas station to stop and ask directions. And wait, that's what keywords are for. Why don't we optimize your listing for the best and most relevant keywords and show them the way? Welcome to AMZ Unlocked. I am Kimberly Locke, and this is a place where we will inspire, empower, and educate you on all things Amazon. And today we are focused on listing optimization with keywords, providing that roadmap to your customers so they don't get lost along the way. But make sure you hang around to the end because I've got a special bonus for you, a tool that is going to help make listing optimization so much easier. So let's jump into the content for today. We're going to be talking about keywords, and keywords matter a lot. Like I said in the intro, if you don't have the right keywords in your listing, then your customers are not going to be able to find you no matter how hard they look. They are that roadmap that leads your customer directly to your product. The importance of having relevant keywords is really, I can't stress it enough. Amazon is going to show listings that have been proven to get results, to make sales, and that ties directly to having relevant keywords. So what do I mean when I say relevant keyword? Well, if you're selling a yoga mat and you optimize your listing for yoga blocks, yeah, those go together, but when someone is looking for yoga blocks and they see a yoga mat, yeah, they might need one, but that's really not what they're looking for. So that's not really relevant. The most important time that you need to make sure that you are really optimized for the most relevant keywords is at launch. If you don't teach the Amazon algorithm what your product is, it will start guessing and thinking it knows. And let's face it, it's AI. Yes, AI is intelligent, but it's limited. It doesn't really know what your product is. So you need to teach it. And you teach it by putting in the right keywords and optimizing for the most relevant keywords from the very beginning. Let's talk about the two different categories of keywords. Short tail versus long tail. Short tail keywords are exactly that. They're typically short, 1 to 2 words, and they're typically going to have a very high search volume, which means they're going to be very competitive. Long tail keywords, on the other hand, are longer. They're going to be 3, 4, maybe even more words. They may not have as high of a search volume, and they're probably not going to be as competitive because they're super specific. In the example of yoga mats, we could compare short tail keyword yoga mat versus long tail keyword extra thick blue yoga mat. The long tail keyword extra thick blue yoga mat probably won't have as high of a search volume as just yoga mat, but it's very, very relevant if you're selling an extra thick blue yoga mat. So if you start optimizing for that and drive traffic and get sales for that, you've taught Amazon specifically what you are. And that is only going to impact your ranking better for other keywords, that one and yoga mat. So that will drive up your organic ranking for other keywords and help get you seen. Using long tail keywords along with short tail keywords is a great strategy. Getting those sales and conversions and starting to rank for those longer tail keywords, which can be a lot easier to rank for, like I said, will then impact your rank on the shorter tail keywords, and it will snowball and increase your rank across many keywords and then increase your sales. All right, so now we are inside of ZonGuru and we're going to take a look. I've already run a session of keywords on fires so we can get some keyword research done on our whiskey glasses product. So this is a reverse ASIN tool. So I have put 25 of the top ASINs from our search results page into Keywords on Fire, so we can see all the keywords that they are ranking for and get some insight into the keywords we want to put into our own listing if this was going to be our product. All right, so here we have our initial results. So after putting in the 25 ASINs, we've come up with 300 unique keywords that are generating a revenue of 27 million plus and a total search volume of over 1.5 million. So that is pretty significant, but there's going to be keywords in here that are not necessarily relevant. So they're sorted by ZG score, which is going to assess the relevance of the keyword. You've also got your keyword dollars for each keyword, your search volume for each keyword, if the competitors are ranking in the top 25 for this keyword as well. So that can give you a lot of information on if it is relevant or not. And you can also see how the 25 ASINs, the 25 competitors that we've put in, are ranking. So where you see red, that means they're ranked very highly. Orange, not quite as high. Green, the two different shades of green, not even lower. And if there's a dash, they're not even ranked in the top 200 for that keyword. So you can quickly see where there's opportunity for against these top 25 competitors. So I see a lot of green here. So it looks like there's just a handful of competitors that are really ranked well for these keywords. So this actually, as competitive as this niche is, this might be a niche worth looking into. But today we're talking about optimizing the listing. We're not talking about product research, so we'll go into that kind of detail in future videos. But I just want to quickly show you, you can reverse this search and get the least relevant and the lowest ZG score products up, because we've got 300 and they're going to come across here in sets of 75. So I can quickly see some that may not be relevant. I don't know how in the world King Pillow set of 2 came into here. So that's one I would definitely want to eliminate. Rydell is a brand name. I don't want to assess the strength of my listing against a keyword that has a brand name in it, because I can't legally, or according to terms of service, put that brand name in my listing. So that's against terms of service. So I don't want to measure my listing strength compared to that. So that would be another one that I would want to get rid of. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can tick the box of any of them and come over here and hide those rows, and it will take them out of the results. Or you can search here. Now I might want to get only the search volume that is greater than or equal to 2,000, and I could filter that way, and that's reduced me down to 125 keywords. You know, I might want to get rid of anything that has a brand name in it, like I can see Rydell there, so I can say keyword does not contain, and I can type in Rydell, which is the brand, and I can get rid of any of the keywords that has that in it. Did I spell it wrong? I did spell it wrong. That's why it didn't make a difference. There we go. So, and you can just go on and on that way. Like corksicles is another one. Milk froth steamer. Have no idea how that ended up in this. So when you do that sort by lowest to highest, you can see some of the ones that are going to be the least relevant. Now the really cool thing, after you go through this, which took me about 10 minutes to do earlier, to go through my list and really refine it down, you can save it. So you can save your filter view and give it a name, and I'll show you why you would want to do that. So I'm just going to change this one to, I'll save this one as search volume greater than 2,000. Okay, so that is the Keywords on Fire reverse ASIN, and within a few minutes I refined this list down to a list that is really very relevant. So let's take a look at how we can look at our listing optimization, which is the point of our video today, and how we can use this keyword list to make sure that we are optimizing for the best and most relevant keywords. So we'll go to the listing optimizer tool, and I've already got a session loaded here. Now you can put in your own ASIN and up to 7 competitors. So a total of 8 products can be listed here, and you can see how they go according to a set of keywords. Now I'm going to remove these keywords so I can show you exactly how to import the keywords in. So you can either do this manually or you can import them directly from Keywords on Fire. So I can search for my saved session, and the session I did earlier, I got it down to 181 keywords with 24 products. So I named it Glasses 3, and I'll go ahead and pick all the keywords because I've already refined it down, and I will load that. And as soon as I load that, then it will give each one of these listings a score based on how well optimized they are for these keywords. So you can see the Canars has an optimization score of 16,000, and you can see that out of this list of keywords, which has a combined total of search volume of 832,000, they're optimized for 652,000 of those. So they've got some room. There's some keywords they're missing out on. And the combined revenue of the keywords that I've imported from Keywords on Fire is over 10 million, and they're only optimized for 8 million of that. So there's definitely, they're leaving money on the table here. And those, if you remember, they sell over $249,000 in revenue a month. Now here, remember Snoot, who had a pretty poor listing. Well, oops. If you remember, Snoot had a pretty poor listing. Their optimization score is not too bad, but I focus more on the search volume and the combined revenue. So Canars, 652 and 8 million. Snoot, 550 and 6 million. And then here's our Venero, 587 and 7 million. So the Canars is the one that is the most optimized. So all of these could make some improvements. They're all leaving money on the table. So it could be very simple if you look at the list here, what is not in your terms. Now they've misspelled whiskey. Misspellings happen. So that's something I can see here. I could just quickly add it to search terms, that misspelling, and it will recalculate on the spot for me. And I just went up to 599 in search volume, 599,000 in search volume. So I could just continue to go through here and add search terms into, add keywords into the search terms and improve my score. So I've already gotten, we already looked at Venero and we know it was a very well written listing, but we can optimize it even better. So they don't have old fashioned. We could add that. They have old fashioned, but not fashion. So you don't have best. Pop that into search terms. And I could just keep going, and improve my score just that easily. Now let's sort this by search volume over here. Now they're not a set of 6, so that might be one that you don't actually want to be judged against if you're a set of 4. So we could tick that and we could delete that individual keyword, and then that would make a difference in the total available, but it would also make a difference on what we have available that we're assessed against. So bourbon lovers, again, a misspelling. So add it to search terms. Now, we could just keep going, and you can see how easy it is to just add this. Borrower, that's a good one. I can't believe they don't have that one in there. I see we're getting closer and closer to that 800 and that 10 million mark. So we could just keep going and improve our listing by adding things to our search terms. Now, we have gone over our search terms limit here, but here is a hot tip. This listing used A+ content, so guess what? No one will see what's actually in their description. These words are not going to show on their listing because they have the images in the A+ content. So this is a great place when you're using your A+ content to put these misspellings and odd words that maybe haven't fit into your listing somewhere else, so you can get indexed and rank for them. So that would be a great way to do that. Now here's my favorite part of this whole tool. Once you've optimized your listing and you're happy with it, you can very simply, if you're connected to your Amazon listing through your ZonGuru account, just click Publish on Amazon, and it will publish directly to your Amazon listing, and in 15 minutes you should see all the updates. So that is a very powerful tool, and one of the reasons that I love using this tool. So if you wanted to give ZonGuru a try, check the link in the description. I'll get a little benefit to my coffee fund for the morning, so thank you for that, and you'll get a great discount and an amazing tool. So I hope this has been helpful and you can see exactly how easy it is to optimize your listing for your title, your bullets, your back-end search terms, all right here. And by getting the right keywords and providing that roadmap to your product for your customers. Now, thank you for sticking with me to the end. As I promised, there is a bonus for you. If you look in the description, there is a link to a guide for listing optimization that is going to make this whole process so much easier and so much faster for you. All of the tips and tricks that I've talked about and a few more. So make sure you click on the link and get your copy of this listing optimization guide today. If you haven't seen part 1 of this series about click-through rates and conversion rates, you can find the link to that video right here. I hope this has been helpful and you have seen exactly how it is so easy to get the best and most relevant keywords, add them to your listing, improve your listing score, and get those sales and conversions and increase your organic rank. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And for more content to inspire, empower, and educate you on all things Amazon, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of upcoming videos, like this one that I picked especially for you.